our first tip of the day is don't panic. This sounds like I'm joking. I'm not joking. I mean, don't panic. And the reason for this is it's very easy to get into a situation where you go out and you take the exam and something goes wrong, you get a bunch of questions you didn't know, and now you're like, oh my God, now I have to outsmart the exam. It's the worst possible thing. Everything is calm. It doesn't matter if you fail one of the exams. It maybe costs a little bit of money, it takes a little time. It really doesn't matter. This is one of those things that you just have to be loose about it. Architects hate being loose about these kinds of things. You just have to get over that. There's a million possible questions that you could be asked, any number of things on any one of these topics. Huge array of possibilities. There's no way you could possibly know all of the answers. It's quite plausible that you could get a situation where you get an exam that is filled with questions you just don't know. C'est la vie. Don't worry about it. Don't panic. It's also quite possible you could really not know that much at all, take the exam, and by happenstance get a whole bunch of questions that you do know and pass easily. This is one of those things, don't overthink it. It's not a big deal. You take the exam as many times as you need to take it and just get it passed. This is how it goes. This is one of those things. If you happen to pass them all in the first shot, have an extra a beer that night. It's all good. But don't fret about it if something doesn't go quite the way you thought. One of the biggest problems, I've been teaching classes on this for quite a while now, and one of the biggest problems I see is that people who have had, say, maybe for one reason or another, have maybe failed at a particular exam, say 3 times. And they start getting overly panicked about it. They start overthinking the questions. They start trying to, well, maybe they mean this, or maybe they mean that by this question. As soon as you start overthinking it, you're gonna keep, it becomes a cycle, right? Don't worry about it. It's all okay. If you pass, awesome. If you don't, just take it again. No big deal. I know that sounds sort of obvious, but trust me, you'll know what I mean once you start actually taking the exams. It can feel like a big weight. Don't let it be.
Blackspectacles.com is the home of online learning for architecture and design. You can go to blackspectacles.com, kind of get a taste of this online A.R.E. prep curriculum we built with AI Chicago and Mike, covering all 7 sections of the exam. And there are free tutorials in every one of those courses. As a part of today's session, you're eligible for coupon codes for your A.R.E. membership. 15% off the monthly membership and 30% off an annual membership, all through the end of the month. And we're doing group memberships. So if you want to get one for your firm, or you want your firm to buy one for you, you can go to blackspectacles.com/business, or just email me. We're running a promotion again where business memberships are 15% off as well. Our next webinar is going to be different. What we're going to do is we're going to sort of have a no-holds-barred Q&A session with Mike. It's not specific to an exam. Whatever exam you're working on, you have a question, you've tried to solve a vignette, and you don't like your answer, you're unsure about your answer, put it in a PDF and email it to me. And what we'll do is we're just going to take them first come, first serve, and everyone who submits them will take an hour, and Mike will answer them one after the other. So it'll be a cool event because if you actually have a question, you can get a real answer. And if you just want to see what other people are kind of wrestling with, it'd be a great way to learn from other people's questions and problems and so on. So that's going to be on April 22nd.